said I would do it, and here's your boy, Shaq Roni. Let's get it. Let me go through what I'm going through. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know me, my name is King Strats. You're on my channel. You like mukbangs. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's do it. Anyway, we got the Shaq-a-Roni. If you don't know what the Shaq-a-Roni is, from Papa John's. I'm a huge fan of Shaq. I haven't had Papa John's since 2000 and... I'm old. A long time. Extra cheese, extra pepperoni, extra large pizza. What are we talking about? Get a look at this. They are pretty big slices of pizza. Jalapeno popper rolls. I wanted to try these. These are all recommendations from the people from the gram. So if you want to check them out, King Strats on Instagram. If you don't know, if you're coming from the gram, what's up? I said I would do it. Anyway, this right here, I made my own. It's a papadillo. Never had it, but it looks like it's pizza crust on the outside. Check out the inside. Roman tomatoes, spinach, chicken, Alfredo sauce, all inside of there. Of course, we got the assorted dipping sauces. I've always loved the garlic ones, so I had to get 4 of those. The spicy garlic one I've never actually tried, but I figured I would try that today. Spicy's always better. Buffalo. Yeah. Honey chipotle wings over here. And we gonna get into them. I gotta start with this. I have not tried these yet. I haven't tried anything for brownies. Y'all know what brownies look like. I haven't had any of this stuff from Papa John's ever. But let me get my drink first. I know y'all gonna get mad because I'm taking too long. Look, just bear with me. I gotta explain the food. Are you supposed to explain the food? Is that what we do here? I'm gonna go with the Sun Kiss. All right, we got the grape. This is 0 sugar. I'm a huge fan of my 0 sugar. What do they call that? So there's a sucralose. We got sucralose in here? No, maltodextrin. Usually it is sucralose, but no, there is sucralose too. So we got both. It's a double whammy. I use 2 in one of these. Other than this, I usually have one of these a day. This is actually the 0 version. You know the brand. I took the brand off, but everybody knows what this bottle looks like. This is the 0 version, lemon lime. I have one of these a day, one of these a day, and then an entire gallon of water in a day. That is my daily liquid intake. I can never open these. Probably because my hand has pizza grease on it. Hold up. Yeah, teeth always work, don't they? All right, let's get in here. I'm big in here. I got my new setup. As you can see, I got my new setup going. Gotta get one more of these. I probably should have made this first, but we don't do that here. So that's my 2. All you gotta do after that, pop that bad boy cap on. Shake it up. I gotta take a sip. You ever try to pour the drink mix in and then it starts overflowing on the top? Then you don't get the drink mix. Never like that. I don't know, did y'all drink mixed drinks growing up? We drank Tang in my house. We always had Tang, and it was the regular kind. We didn't do the 0 sugar joints. The one was 0 sugar. You know, I don't want to stereotype, you know. I grew up in a black house, and we had Kool-Aid and Tang. A lot of sugar, no ice. The one thing that was different growing up, though, everybody else made their Kool-Aid with tap water. And my family, like, refused to do it. So we got called bougie. There is actually a water cooler. You can't see it. Right next to me. We always used the cooler where we had the Poland Spring delivered to the house. And everybody said we was bougie for it. But, hey, it is what it is. But I'm so ready for this. Look. Come here. Shaq-a-Roni. Let's see what they talking about. The one thing I love about this, and I know Shaq was going to do it right, because I'm sure Shaq's had a lot of pizzas in his life like me, was that if you look at every piece of pizza on here, including this one, you get pepperoni in every bite. I always hated when I went to pizzerias and they would pepperoni like sporadically throughout the pizza. Now if I want pepperoni, I need pepperoni to cover my joint. So this is exactly what it's supposed to look like, in my opinion. So Shaq, shout out to you. The one difference I did on this pizza is I added extra sauce. I like my pizza kind of saucy, which is kind of taboo coming from North Jersey. Let me get my sauces right. I want to try this so bad. I know the garlic butter was dope, but that's like actual butter, huh? I know the garlic butter was dope when I was a kid. I ate Papa John's, but I never tried the spicy joint. Let me get you a little dip. Let me get you dip. Let me get you dip. Let me get you dip. Let's see if it's actually spicy. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so good. This pizza is going down smooth. Inject this. I should have got extra. I like the spicy one better. I'm going to try the regular one too, though. Make a little comparison. The spicy one tastes like the garlic one, obviously. It's just got a little extra kick to it. And that's what I need in my life. I'm actually mad I didn't bring no hot sauce. Oh, man. Oh. Also, disclaimer, I didn't eat yesterday. A lot of people ask questions about my diet. Normally, I don't eat food like this. I make my own macro-friendly meals. You can check them on the page. I'll put a link probably somewhere right here so you can see some of the other meals I make, which will look like this. Like I make wings, you know. I've made brownies, but I'm not really a sweets guy. I make pizza, different kinds of sandwiches, but the calories are a lot less. This pizza is well over 3,000 calories. If I made this same pizza by myself, it would probably be somewhere in the 2,000 range, maybe 2,200 for the same size pizza. So it allows you a little more flexibility, but knowing that I was going to be eating butter, which I haven't had real butter in a very long time. That's my first bite of jalapeno powder roll. Honestly, it's good. It's got cheese, it's got jalapenos, and it's the same dough as the pizza. So it's like nothing crazy to like write home about, but it's definitely good. I wanted to put jalapenos on this, but they told me no. They said you gotta eat the shakaroni as is. I said, can I get away with regular sauce? They say okay. So that's where we are. Do I have ranch? Yes, I do. Why am I asking questions knowing what I ordered? I almost sprayed myself in the face with ranch. Would y'all laugh at me? Probably. All right. First bite. Ranch. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Nice sweet. Definitely get that honey. And then you get that nice note. I'll let you pull it after. Also, wing etiquette. Growing up, my uncle was Puerto Rican. And my mother's side of her family were from the South. So I had two different ethnicities going. If you don't know, I'm mixed. My father is biracial and my mother is black. So I have a lot of different cultures going on in my family. Look. Hold on. I'm sorry. When you don't eat for 48 hours, I should say, this is a 2-day fast, you have no idea how good food tastes. When you eat something like this, that grease in there. Anyway, sorry. I'm really sorry. Don't mind if I wipe my mouth, dude. I don't like being a messy eater. I tend to eat with a little etiquette, but I usually don't talk when I eat. So my Puerto Rican uncle and my family from the South, whenever we would eat chicken, right? As a kid, you know how kids eat. So you grab a wing, right? Take a little bite. And put it down. No. I wanted to come in my tumbo. But I can remember being like 4 years old. And my Puerto Rican uncle being like, eat the chicken. So I take another bite. Eat the chicken. You gotta clean it. So, when you eat a chicken wing, it's gotta be pretty much nut bare bones. Even in eating contests, they don't count. Hey. And I learned that very quick. Now in the South, my old grandmother, still alive actually, you know, thank goodness. But my great grandmother, she's, you know, getting up there in age, but still spry. You know how it is, like, still wise, got a nice mouth, wise mouth, like everybody in my family. And I would get down there, and I'm all happy, right? Kid from Jersey, show her this. She would crack the bone open and eat the marrow. I'm not doing that. I don't know if that's what all people do in the South. I just know what my family from the South did. And you had to clean it, and then she would suck the marrow out. And my aunt, who was actually black, she married a Puerto Rican. It's all true story. You know, I don't want to use names, but my uncle was a cool dude. Real laid back, right? Bus driver. My mom was considered like kind of bougie, you know? You know what bougie is? It's like fancy, high class kind of thing. I don't know who's watching this, but it's just a term for that, you know? I don't know what the word would be in loosely translated, but bougie kind of means like you're uppity, you know? So we got cold that because of our water cooler. So, y'all don't mind, it's supposed to burp. My mom used to make chicken wings. I'm telling a whole story about chicken wings. It's crazy. Right? And if you don't know, these are chicken wing sections, but they normally come, I'm assuming most of you know, but they come like this, right? And then they have the wing aspect at the very end. So most people don't eat those. You see, they're not present in these either. So my mom, it makes me laugh thinking about it. She would make the wings, and she would cut those, and she would throw them off to the side. So my aunt was over, and she was like, "What you gonna do with them wings?" The sections, that's how she talks. She talks real fast. I talk fast. I'm trying to talk slow, but what you gonna do with them wings? Mom's like, "I'm gonna throw them out." She said, "You better not throw them out." I was like, "What you gonna do with them?" So she grabbed the whole thing of wings. She got some oil. She seasoned them up. She fried them, and she ate them. And me, I never saw anything like that. I'm sure plenty of people do it, but it's just funny how something like a wing, we have many different trains of thought. You know, a lot of people, myself included, I'll use them sometimes to like make a stock, chicken stock. A lot of chefs will do that with like shrimp shells and different kinds of. I didn't even try the buffalo. Stop talking so much. She's supposed to talk. I didn't even try this yet. A jalapeno roll with buffalo kind of seems kind of stupid. We're gonna do it anyway. Now let's get the pizza crust in here. I gotta get used to doing this. This is a fledgling content creator. Even though I've been creating content for years, I don't really create YouTube content. I would do it, stuff would happen. I'd have to go back to work. Well, something like a wing. Many different ways to do it. Pizza is the same thing. I went to college in Iowa. God. If you can't tell, this pizza, it's really good. I like the sauce. It's very saucy because that extra sauce. Extra sauce your pizzas, people. It just adds to it. And then it'll get dry, right? But in Iowa, I got there and I went to this pizza. They don't really have chain, like French, like, mom and pop pizza restaurants. They only really have like franchises, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, stuff like that. And here, as you can see, we do have those stuff, but most people flock more towards the mom and pops. We've got a lot of pizzerias around here. I'm not joking when I say this. Within about a 2-mile radius of my house, there are probably 15 to 20 pizzerias. This Papa John's, there's a pizzeria across the street that way. There's a pizzeria across the street to the right. It's on a corner. And there is another pizzeria across the street next to that other pizzeria. And that's just within 500 feet. There's a pizzeria around the corner from my house. There's a pizzeria down the street, which I order all the time from. There is a pizzeria about a block that way. I'm thinking off the top of my head. There's another pizzeria about a block that way. You can't tell where I am. That's good. You're not supposed to. I'm in a cave. So many pizzerias. So we don't tend to order this kind of stuff. So I went to the Papa John's just kind of because I wanted to have something. First of all, I want to try because I love Shaq. Second, everybody can get this because it's nationwide. But I'm definitely going to be doing more mom and pop places. If you're coming from Instagram, you guys have seen some of the stuff that I order. You know, we do some crazy pizzas out here. But anyway, back to my original. I'm in Iowa. First time out there. I'm not used to it. There's corn as far as the eye can see. I'm not even joking. there's a cornfield behind my apartment complex. Like, I'm from Jersey. I've never seen a cornfield in my life, so I'm shocked. But they're like, okay, let's get a pizza. You're gonna love this place. And it was a place called, I want to say Godfather's, but might not be. So we go there. You think I'm not gonna eat this? And I'm used to pizzerias that you can order pizza by the slice. Apparently, they don't do that out there. So I walk in and I said I want a pizza. They said, okay, Then they start showing me the menu, and I'm like, can I have a slice of? And I'm like, what do you mean? I stared at this man for God knows how long. I didn't get it. It's so normal here to get a slice of pizza, or 2 slices. So I said, wow, I have to order a whole pie? And the guy looked at me and said, we don't serve pie here. I'm not joking. He goes, we don't serve pie here. I'm like, pie? And he's like, you mean a pizza pie? Here we call it a pie. So he asked what kind I wanted. And I said I wanted plain. Because I wasn't sure about, I'm a pizza snob, not gonna lie. Especially back then, because I was straight Jersey. Now that I've kind of visited different places, I'm a little more open. But back then it was all about Jersey. So I said I have plain. And he was like, you want a pizza with nothing on it? I said, yeah. He goes, no cheese, no salt. No, plain, just cheese. Apparently a cheese pizza is vernacular out there. And a plain pizza would be a pizza with nothing on it? I don't know. Even when I was ordering this, I wasn't used to how to order it. Anybody coming from Instagram, you looked at my stories, they had 5 different options to cut the pizza. I don't even know one. This way. This is how you cut pizza. Let me get in this Pappadio. It said, no first bite raw dough. Nope. Yeah, you know what raw dough means, whatever. There it goes again, look. Get in there. Let me see this. You know what it tastes like? And it's good. Obviously, whatever you put in is going to be good, but it's just the pizza crust. And you made it into a little sandwich. I can get down with that. The spinach is creamy with the creamy Alfredo. Garlic. Needs more garlic. I'm a garlicaholic. You'll get to know that. I love this spicy garlic butter. I should have got more. I have 3 OGs and just 1 spicy. Spicy is by far the best to me. Oh man. Oh, hold on. The sounds I'm making, y'all probably he's probably never eaten it. It's been 2 days, man. The most I ever fasted for, I did 4 days. If you look back, on my YouTube, I'm trying to point it out on here too, somewhere up here. My friend and I had a series called Lifting Weights and Cleaning Plates. We were doing it for a long time, and then we had to move our business. It talks about it in the other videos, but we want to start doing it again. And then the situation that we're in now in the United States, obviously, that we are not allowed to go inside of restaurants. So, kind of put a kibosh on it, but there was one episode I did right around Christmas time. I ate 17,000 calories. Basically one sitting. Basically a half a day though, because some of it did include, I was eating cookies and pecan bars, which is like pecan pie with pieces. I was eating those while I was working out. Whatever. I've done that before. That wasn't for the content. Alright, let's get this buffalo. But that meal, I had 4 days of not eating. And we filmed, I believe, on Christmas Eve or the 23rd. So I knew I was going to eat on Christmas, but I still wanted to film. So that was my compromise. It's buffalo sauce. I mean, it tastes like the Frank's, kind of like the Red Hot. But I'm not complaining about that. You know what we could do? Alright. Hold on. Where are you going? If you think I'm not eating this, there you go, right there and back. Bow. Buffalo spicy garlic. But fasting doesn't bother me. So I fasted for 4 days before that. I ate 17,000 calories. Now, I should have filmed in a vlog type of style showing the aftermath. I showed my weight gain. I believe I gained like 8 pounds in a day. Obviously, it's mostly water weight and water retention and the food sitting in my stomach. But it was only 8 to 12 pounds. It's in the video. I can't remember off the top of my head. I mean, this was like 3 years ago. But when I finished that meal, people always ask me if these meals, like, you know, mess up my stomach. You know, what do I do afterward? Normally, I'm chilling. Like, when I finish this, because this isn't really a lot for me, I'm gonna, you know, take my dogs out again and probably get some stuff done around the house, get some work done. But edit this video. I gotta make snippets for the gram. Obviously, this one's just, but that meal. Oh man, that's so good. That meal messed me up. Let me tell you. I remember getting in the car after I sign off. We take a picture. There's a picture in the video. I want to see if I still have that on my phone. If I do, I'm going to splice it in. There's a picture on my phone that we took kind of for like the thumbnail where I'm flexing, right? And you can see how big my stomach is sticking out. I had so much food. You don't believe me? Check the video. I almost ate. I believe I had like 4 appetizers, maybe 4 entrees, one of which was like shepherd's pie, mac and cheese. It was an Irish pub. I had corned beef, egg rolls, Irish nachos, so there's a lot of corned beef and cabbage. And if you know what cabbage do to your stomach, so top it off, we're about to get dessert. There's more food than that. And I decided it's a good idea. Even though at this point, I'm about reaching my limit. I'm like, let me see how far we can take this. So I get funnel cake fries. Worst idea ever. I get in the car, and I was like driving with my gut because it was sticking out so much. I don't have a gut anyway, but you get what I'm saying. My stomach was sticking out like crazy. I'm trying to drive, and my stomach is in the way, and I've got like the meat sweats, and at the same time, I've got sugary funnel cake sitting inside, and I've got like corned beef and cabbage. Cabbage give you gas. So I'm like trying not to burp and fart and all this other stuff at the same time. I'm sorry if this is TMI, but we're all family here. I'm trying so hard to like drive home. And I didn't live far, maybe like 2-3 miles. I remember getting out of my car and like slowly just walking to my bed, and I passed out for like 14 hours. Just like, I woke up, I was 8 pounds heavier. So, anybody who's ever done large eating meals like this, eating challenges, they will tell you it's not as fun as it looks. I mean, obviously, you like the food, right? But when you're eating that quantity of food, you do not want to eat anymore. And it's even worse when your food gets cold. Like, this isn't bad. I've got a lot of different sauces. That's actually a trick people use to eat more. You don't want your palate to get bored. But when cheese gets cold, any kind of breaded, like chicken nugget, chicken patty, anything really, really, really salty, it will run your life. And by run, I mean ruin. It hurts. It's hard to swallow. You've almost got to chug water to get it down. But now you got water in your stomach and all kinds of other stuff sitting in there, you know. So now you're getting full, but you've kind of got to just eat through it. I'm sure people have always, I could eat this much. It's like Mike Tyson said. Mike Tyson's obviously one of my favorite boxers of all time. Excuse me. I don't like that. Everybody's got a plan to get hit in the mouth. Everybody. You think you have a plan. You see all that food. There will come a point where you hit a food wall and you're done. You could have that little brownie right here sitting in front of you. And when you hit that wall, it is almost impossible to swallow it. It's tough. I'm telling you. I have had that happen to me twice. That being one of those days. And also, I did a burrito eating contest once at Bubba Cruz Burritos. I got a lot of Bubba Cruz posts on my page now, but 2 years ago there weren't any Bubba Cruz burritos around here. They were all in like South Jersey, which doesn't sound far because New Jersey's not a big state, but it's about like an hour drive. And for some reason, there's a difference between Jersey hour and I'll give you like Iowa hour. When I lived in Iowa, an hour drive was like nothing. You bang it out, boom. Here, when you have to drive an hour, it feels like you're driving for like 50 hours. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. It's just different. There's so much traffic, so much stopping and starting. It's like, in Iowa, it's like a clean hour. You never stop your car. You kind of just like zone out. Your eyes are just on the road. You got the music pumping. Here, you got to pay attention. There's motorcycles speeding past you. You know, speed traps. I'm not saying that as speed. Why would I do that? The speed traps. You know, people here, we don't care about other people on the road. I do, but for the most part, we don't. As a whole, people in New Jersey, we're, what's the word? Aggressive on behind the wheel. We're aggressive. We cut you off. We honk a lot. Like, I remember being in Iowa, and that's my biggest comparison because I went to school there. I was up for 5 years, so my biggest comparison when it comes to Midwest, you know, I've been other places in the Midwest. I've been as far south as Texas, been to Florida. I haven't been that far west. Never been to California, actually. I've been to Hawaii. Here, if you're at a traffic light and that light turns green, you've got about 1.8 seconds before you better start driving, or you will get a horn right in your back. And I know it's like that in like Chicago, of course New York City, which I live right near, but here, it's definitely like that. We don't play. In Iowa, people just, they drive 10 miles an hour all the time in the world, and I'm so confused by it. I'm so used to this lifestyle that when I went out there, it took me a while to get used to living out there. And I had to adjust. I lost my accent, which I didn't realize I had. A lot of people on social media will point out the way I say certain things, especially like things like coffee, water, dog, chocolate is a big one. Oh my God. Everybody gets at me for the chocolate one. You know, most people say chocolate. It just don't flow from my mouth. Chocolate. It sounds like but you know, it's not chalk. You know, like you write on the chalkboard with chalk. It's chalk. I still can't. But out there, I started saying chalk and dog, and I can't say it anymore. It sounds awkward. Awkward is another one. Awkward. I can't. But that kind of stuff. You notice such a difference in the way that we talk, the way that we drive, and our manners. We don't consider it rude, but we don't talk to strangers in Jersey. Ever. Unless we need something. It's just not something we do. Nice call on this Papa's deal, by the way. I'm sure someone's going to tell me, like, oh, I should have the meatball and the extra, you know, sausage. And look, this is a lot more macro-friendly. And even though I'm eating a pepperoni pizza in an extra large joint, I'm still trying to watch my figure. Like, for example, can I eat this whole thing? Yes. Will I eat this whole thing? Yes. That's a bad example. I might not eat these. Just because they're not really that good. They're good, but they're not the best. Like, I think this is cream cheese going on in here. Yeah, it's definitely cream cheese. But, you know, it's just like, this thing's bursting with flavor. It's got the aroma. And I like food that has like a lot going on with it. And I prefer my jalapeno poppers breaded. It's a nice touch with the pizza crust, but this has pizza crust, this has pizza crust, and this just seems like a waste of calories. I'm big on not wasting my calories. I don't drink my calories. You know, I always make sure I got my 0 calorie or my water. You know, it's a big reason why when people ask me, it's a commonly asked question. I'll probably do like an FAQ with one of these meals. Just to answer a lot of questions that I get a lot. I try to answer people, obviously, on the page or in the comments, but it's hard for me to see everything. I know people may not know this, or, you know, you see people like content creator, but a lot of us have day jobs or families. I don't have a family, but I do have a day job, which I don't have now due to the lockdown, but Happy Days just got word that we'll be allowed to reopen. You don't know I own a fitness facility. It's in one of my other videos. We'll be allowed to reopen August 1st, so I'm pumped for that, but it's hard for me to answer everybody. I do answer as many comments as I see, but it's very hard for me to stay glued to my phone. You know, if we have members or clients within the business, I have to service them. I'm answering still clients on a day-to-day basis, making sure everybody's still taken care of with the online stuff. So I'm still doing that kind of stuff. So it's tough. But the frequently asked ones, you know, do I really eat one meal a day? Actually, that's the one I don't honestly get. It's the first thing. You know what the thing is though? And I don't like think it's stupid. I don't want people to get wrong what I'm saying. So don't misconstrue what I'm saying when I say it. But I don't know what to, sometimes I don't know how to answer questions because someone will see my profile. And if you've been on the YouTube channel and you're here, obviously you know there's a video called, again, we'll put that up there, My Diet Explained. Basically, I forget what it's called exactly, but it'll be up there. But it explains my diet, kind of how, and it was when I started out doing it. I'll probably have to do another one because things have changed. But someone will see on my, because the first thing it says on my Instagram, that's my biggest platform. I don't really do the YouTube and stuff like that. You know, this started out as a hobby, so I wasn't really looking to do anything with it. Now, just given the situation that I'm home now, I'm going to try to make more content and do more content creator-y kind of stuff. We'll get to that. But the question is, the thing on my bio, the first thing that it says, I eat one meal a day. So sometimes, I did not clean that chicken off. Hold on, man. I might get in trouble. Oh, rest in peace, man. I love you. Hold on. Yeah. Little ASMR action there. But someone will see that. And they'll go, I know it says you eat one meal a day, but do you really eat one meal a day? And I don't know how to answer that. Because anything that I say back to that makes me sound like a jerk. Because sometimes I'll just write, yes. And people are like, oh, we didn't have to be rude. I don't know how to reply to that then. Other than that's kind of like a yes or no question, because it says, do you really eat one meal a day? Or, I guess some people misinterpret it, and they'll say, I know it says you eat one meal a day, but what about snacks? So, I've said this before, and I'm sure I'll have to say it again, which is no biggie. I'm not the biggest fan of these. Let's get a brownie in. It's my first bite of the brownie, by the way. Cold brownie. Oh, but that is fudgy. Fudgy. I like a fudgy brownie. Oh, hold on. Come to daddy. It's fudgy. Yes, I do make sounds like this when I'm eating by myself. This is not anything really different other than I'm talking. And that would have been done like 20 minutes ago. But, anyway. Fudgy brownie. I lost my train of thought. As soon as I get the fudgy. I just realized the biggest L that I just took. I love a good fudgy brownie, bro. And yes, I do say bro all the time. I don't know if that's a Jersey thing or... Nah, everybody says bro. Whatever. But you need a nice tall cold glass of milk, and I ain't got one. I got Gatorade. I don't have a drink. Sports beverage, 0 calories. That's not what I said it was. I'm not. I've had some creators. No, I have friends, and I almost say we're not friends, but you know, I talk to them, but I don't. It's not like they come over and chill. I would love for them to. Doesn't matter. I have people that do videos like this that I know, and I speak to. I was asking them, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get into doing some of these, and they were kind of giving me advice. One of which I screwed up on the whole first half of the video because I wasn't looking at the camera. But it'll get better. I'm not used to eating in this manner. Usually when I ate on camera, it was a live stream. So the interaction, I'm looking at writing. You know, I'm over here. So sometimes when I'm talking, I'm looking at stuff all over the place. I should probably, I'm here, I'm focused on you. What up? If you made it this far. I know people just skim through these. I did. I completely understand where people come from. Not understanding content creation, and I don't know what the word is. People who watch the content. You know, if you're a content creator, obviously you're making content, and the people who are watching the content. I watch content, but I make it. But I'm talking about people who just they enjoy these types of videos, whatever type of video you watch. If you spend hours binging YouTube, whether it's these type of videos or anything, you know, you view content. And sometimes people will get annoyed at things like ads, which I get, but like this pizza, the wings, you know how much it costs? Like I paid for it. So if that's a way to help offset the cost of the pizza, watch the ads. I don't skip ads anymore because I understand the other side of the game. You know, I didn't when I was a person who just watched, you know, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff, but now I do understand. These videos do cost money to make, so you would like to at least make back the money you spent. I'll make this pizza anyway, especially this big Shaq. Man's not hot, but that's why there are ads in the video. Now, if someone's just making a video just to make money, I understand. That's not my thing. Truthfully, I'd be happy if I can get to a point where I just don't have to pay for this Papa John's, you know, because it's over $50 for this food. So, a meal that I make costs $10. But when you add all this up, I think it ended up on me like 60, 59, 63 with the tip, delivery fee. The regular order I think was 50 itself. Yeah. If they're a person who's full-time content, this is their job. So they've got to feed their family. Even though you're not directly paying for it, you do watching the ads does pay for it. So don't use the ad blocker. If you hit skip ad, I get it. Because sometimes these ads be like 20 minutes, and I'm not trying to watch those either. But I don't use an ad blocker for that reason. It helps the content creator. Just dropping a like helps the content creator. Comments help content creators. You know, I think a lot of people think that being a content creator, I said it like 40 times, is like this grandiose lifestyle. I'm going to give some people advice. 'Cause I get a lot of questions from people who are aspiring to be a content creator. Can we get another name other than content creator for what we do? I'm not a YouTuber because I don't just do stuff on YouTube, and this really isn't my main platform. But I guess I'm a content creator. It's not my full-time job. It's like a part-time, I guess. But anybody who wants to be one, here's some advice for you. Number one, if you don't like what you do, find something else. Whatever it is you have a passion for, And yes, I have a passion for eating food and running my mouth. I've been doing it for a long time off camera. So, not a big deal. But make sure you enjoy it, because you're going to have to do it even on days you don't want to do it. It becomes a job. And when things become a job, the fun kind of, I don't say goes away. You still enjoy it. But it's not always fun. Because your mind starts thinking differently. You start thinking about, oh, well, what am I going to do today for content? You know, you're not doing it because you want to do it sometimes. You're doing it because you have to. You have to create content. You have to entertain. And it's not the easiest thing in the world to have somebody sit here and listen to you talk for 40 minutes. So, make sure you enjoy doing it. Number 2. The skin you have, make it thicker. You gotta have some thick skin. Really thick. Because people will say the most out-of-pocket stuff to you because they're not directly talking to you. I've had some stuff say to me that I've never had said to my face. Not saying, oh, I'm tough or whatever, stuff like that, but a lot easier to talk on a phone or a computer or whatever. You know, it's always like on YouTube, it's an account with just like a letter B as the avatar. On Instagram, it's just a silhouette. On Twitter, it's an egg. 9 times out of 10, it's a burner account. You have to put it into perspective. A lot of times when people are saying negative stuff, I'm not saying you're better than them. Because you're not. We're all people here. But a lot of times when people go around, they make fake accounts and stuff, anyone who gets delight out of trying to trigger someone else, how do I say this? They usually got their own internal stuff they're dealing with, and their way to make themselves feel better a lot of times is to make other people feel bad. It's like, it's their way of getting their power back, subconsciously, if that makes sense. So, when I kind of learned that, I don't know why I picked a wrench. I'm so mad this is done. No, we're going to get the rest of that. But, I'm just going to have to scream. Subconsciously it is. So you got to get thicker skin. Unless you're the type of person who will stay out of their own comment section. I'm not. I love to interact. It's a big reason why I started doing this, and will always continue to be. I used to live stream and there was like 3 people in the live streams. When I was doing them regularly, it got to the point where there were hundreds. You know, like at a time, meaning there's always 100, 150, 200 people watching at the same time. Over the course of an hour, it'd be thousands. So I like to vibe, and if I could do it all the time, I honestly would, because that's why I do it. When I look at my Instagram, I'm always answering people, as long as it comes from a good place. If you're saying some negative stuff, like I stop answering, because I equate it to real life. If this was real life and some person walked up to me and were like, yo, take your hat off, you look stupid, you know, what are those dumb... I wouldn't say anything. I would just walk away. So, I kind of do the same thing. But, your skin's going to have to get really thick. Because people will go out of their way to try to hurt your feelings. And they will delight in pissing you off. Don't shoot the messenger. It's a part of the game. Not everyone is going to like you. No matter what. I don't consider myself a bad person. I'm not perfect. You know, I'm human. I have days where I don't want to be bothered. So I might answer something like, you know, it comes off kind of rude. I'm not trying to be rude, but like just because of like the genuine mood I'm in, a lot of times I'll put the phone down and I won't answer anything until I'm in a better mood. But throughout the day, if you're at work and you're dealing with all that stuff, and then somebody's like, you know, why'd you chew that food with your mouth closed or open? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine that. Like, equate it to you. If you're a content creator and you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you never created content, had to deal with being like a public face, just imagine you were working, right? You went to work all day. Okay. You get off work. Bad day of work. Your boss is being a jerk. Whether you're dealing with customers, they were complaining. Maybe you cut hair, and they asked for the color to be red, and you made it red. And then they were done. They were like, I didn't say red. I said orange. And you were like, you said red. It says red on the paper. You said red. They will tell you the entire time that they didn't say that. So you get pissed off, right? You're not dealing with it. You get out of work. You go to the supermarket, right? You're on your time now. You don't have to deal with that kind of stuff. First thing, you go to the supermarket, and I don't know, you're wearing some funny sneakers, right? Someone thinks they're funny. You obviously like them. If you like them, you wear them. And someone's like, ew, why would you wear them shoes? And you hear it. Feel me? You're like, so you gotta learn to ignore that kind of stuff, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like, I've had every possible thing you could ever say to a person, and I don't have this massive following. I don't even know what the numbers are, to tell you the truth. You know, Instagram is the biggest platform, whereas like I know it's over 100,000. I don't know what the number is. I never look at the numbers. That's my third advice. Don't look at your analytics. You'll drive yourself batshit. Beep. You'll drive yourself nuts. So look at them if you have a point of looking at them. Look at them if maybe you want to see when you should post, because that's where your audience is going to look at your stuff more. Or maybe look at your demographics. But if you're just staring at the number, you'll drive yourself nuts. You know, I had a friend, Instagram, and he's got a good size following. It's 100-something thousand at this point too. And I remember, because I know I hit 100,000 followers like a year before he did, and I knew that he would. It was just, you know, if you create good content, like people will come. It'll get there. Just believe in your content. If you believe in it, believe people will come. But he was at 99.4, and he just started staring at the number. Every time he'd pick his phone up, he'd look 99.4, you know, 16, 99.4, and then all of a sudden it'd be like 99.4, 13. He'd be like, oh, why they unfollow me? I was just like, bro. So it'll drive you crazy and look at the numbers. Number 4, be yourself. Unless you're gonna go full potato. When I say potato, you're creating your persona. You know, some people will create a persona that's not them at all. Like an alter ego, where this is them on stage, and then this is them here. But if you're gonna create, say I'm me, and I'm just gonna like start faking certain aspects about myself, people will eventually figure out that you're a phony. And you won't be happy being a phony, because you will eventually slip up and people will realize that you're a phony. So be yourself. I know a lot of times people have to be politically correct, obviously, in this day and age, which, I mean, yeah. But if you're a person who constantly, I don't know, uses Photoshop, or you're acting like you have this like well-off lifestyle and you don't, I see that a lot on like Instagram's huge for that. Don't do that. Don't. Just be you. I always talk about, like, you know, balling on a budget. That's who I am. I don't care how much money I have in my pocket. That's who I'll always be. I'm broke. I'm always gonna be broke. Even if I'm a millionaire, I'm gonna act like I'm broke. That's how I grew up. I was eat $50 worth of Papa John's. But that's because I didn't eat yesterday, and I will eat a smaller meal tomorrow to offset that cost. Weekly budget. Feel me? But even with the calories. What you see here, what you see on the gram, I've met some of you in real life. This is just who I am, man. Like, take it or leave it. I try not to offend anybody. I'm never going to intentionally hurt anybody. I'm never going to be a jerk to anybody. But that's who I am anyway. You know, I was the type of kid when I was in high school that I would, you know, I was in the what do you call those? The drama club, right? I was in the drama club. I did Grease. Yeah, no, I really did. No joke. I did West Side Story. I did School Plays. So I was cool. People that, because, high school's kind of cliquey. I was in the AV club. I was on the TV show. I played football, basketball, track, baseball. I would go to the skaters and go talk to them. Like, yo, man, like, just love everybody, man. Like, that's who I am. It wasn't phony. Like, I genuinely love to meet people from different walks of life, different cultures, learn more about them. Don't ever think you're above people, And number 5, and this is probably the most important one. This is a truth bomb. As I finish my last piece of pizza and my brownie, these are just, I should have got more brownies. Because they're good, but, I'm not wasting like 500 calories on nothing. I'd rather go eat like 5 packs of Skittles or something at that point. But number 5. Clout is a hell of a drug. And what I mean when I say that, do not let the clout get to your head. If you are fortunate enough, always feel fortunate enough. Those people that put you where you are, whether you have 1 million subscribers on YouTube or 1 million followers on Instagram or 500 followers on Instagram or 1 subscriber, those are the people that put you where you are. The people that like your content, the people that watch your content. Never start thinking you're above anybody because of a number on a screen. It's ridiculous. I don't care if you've got 15 million subscribers, and if those people, the people that put you there, the people that made that number, you made the content to make that number, but those people enjoyed your content enough to actually follow you or subscribe to you or whatever. Because people lurk on the internet. And I know plenty of people that watch my content on a daily basis that don't follow me. Which I don't, like, that's fine. I'm glad you like it. And if you don't like it, then hey, you still watch, you hear it. But if you start flexing on them, if you start acting differently, if you start acting high post to the people that put you there, it'll all be taken away from you in a second. So don't do that. Sometimes when you get a large following, you can let it get to your head because people like you. Not everybody. People will remind you that you don't like you, but there's a large group of people that enjoy you, enjoy your personality, enjoy who you are. And they'll tell you that, which you should feel forever grateful for that. I don't care where this goes. I don't care if I know another new person ever watches again. I wouldn't be happy with that because obviously that means like I'm not making good content, but I am so grateful that I can help, or one person who had a bad day and turned on one of my videos and felt better. That's mind-blowing to me. I'm so humble and happy about that. But some people, they'll start to, because people start telling you how great you are all the time, you start to believe it. And don't let it change you. Stay you. Always. Storms happen around you, right? Weather changes around you. People change around you. But if you stay who you are, obviously try to progress and get better, stay who you are through all of that. People in your life are seasons, and nothing is forever. And it'll be taken away from you, especially now. Cancel culture is real. I'll take that bad boy from you in a heartbeat. But I'm sorry. I'm so mad I'm out of this butter. People, remind me next time, okay? And I want dipping sauce. Spicy. Say it with me. Spicy. I got butter on my hands. But just remember those things if you are aspiring to do that. And if you're a person who watches people's content, understand they do appreciate you more than you know. And treat them like people. Because the person on the other side of the camera that you're watching, I know sometimes it's hard to believe, but they're people. They're human. They make mistakes. When I say they make mistakes, they have bad days. They say stupid things. I'm not saying hurtful things, but like they might say something to someone who might be joking with them, and they're just in that like kind of like bitchy mood where they don't want to hear it that day. At least I do. Sometimes I'm like, because I think the people that I talk to, like followers, I hate that word, but people who interact with my stuff, y'all like my friends. If you keep commenting on my stuff, I remember you. So one day you start saying some stupid stuff, bro, I'm like, just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Just like you were one of my friends. Like, if one of my boys was just being like dumb that day, and I was just like, I'm like, yo, shut up, bro. Like, I would do the same thing. So some people might be like, oh, relax. Like, nah. Like, we supposed to be cool. If you being stupid, I'm gonna tell you being stupid. You know what I mean? So, I understand that. We're human. Like, if you don't like someone's content, just keep scrolling. Scroll away. I get it. I see stuff I like on a daily basis every day. On Instagram, on YouTube. I'll see something be like, you know? Sometimes, like, content is cringy. I get it. I need that spicy, bro. For real. Let me just, if I could eat one more up out here. That spicy one is one. Y'all told me to get the garlic bar. It is good. But that spicy one, that's bringing in all the points. All the points. When it makes me lose my train of thought, you know. Oh, man. Overall, I got brownie low. The Shaq. It's like a good pepperoni pizza. I love the fact that pepperoni covers the whole thing. That's big. It's a big pizza. It's a thin crust. I understand that. But it'll definitely feed you. Brownies are fudgy. I like my ones my mom used to make. My mom's are better. Obviously. Anytime mom makes good love, you know what I'm saying? I like the honey chipotle wings. I like my wings better, but they're good wings. Papadilla was the play, so thank y'all. Y'all don't want to tell me to eat that. I have chocolate all in my teeth. I'm gonna have to brush my teeth right after this, bro. I didn't need to drink Gatorade. I'll drink that afterwards, but that was good. Satisfying. Do you enjoy the content? Drop a follow, drop a like, subscribe, follow things on here. Check me out on the gram. I'll be going back and forth between here. I want to make more stuff like this. I'm going to make more stuff like this. It won't be 50-minute long videos like this, but it's a pizza. I was talking, I was vibing. Sometimes I get lost in my own train of thought. I got hell with chocolate in my teeth. I got your teeth out. I brush my teeth. I'm very particular about my teeth. But that was good. Steer clear of these. Not to play. But maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. It's jalapenos and cream cheese. Like nothing really much to it. Yeah. It's been real, y'all. I'm gonna be back with another video. If you want to see something else, something different kinds of content on here, drop it below. Let me know. I do this for y'all. I do this because I like food. But either way, we gonna vibe. We gonna get it. I am out. Hand signs made their way to the tube.